And now to an NBC 10 I-Team exclusive. Taxed at every turn. If you buy a used car from a private party, watch out. The I-Team has been investigating car taxes in Rhode Island for months.
And we found it's not just the yearly property tax that's causing outrage among drivers.
That's right, Gene. We found an issue with the sales tax, too. The I-Team's Katie Davis shows us how some drivers are getting a nasty surprise.
Adam Cesario knew his 2001 Pontiac was on its last legs, so he and his wife started saving, determined to pay cash for a more reliable car, this 2009 Toyota Camry.
You know, just like everybody else, we struggle to get by. We live our lives week to week financially.
Cesario is a student at New England Tech, working to become a surgical technician. Through careful planning, he and his wife put aside cash for the car and a few hundred extra for sales tax. But when he got to the DMV, he learned it wasn't nearly enough. When you went to the DMV, what did they tell you the car was worth?
When we went to the DMV, they ended up taxing us on the clean retail value of $11,475.
That's right, a taxable value of close to 3 times what he paid. The total bill, more than $800 in sales tax on his $4,000 car.
I expected to be taxed on a bit more than what I paid because I know the car is worth more, but not 3 times worth more than what I paid.
Here's why. If you buy a car from a dealer in Rhode Island, you're taxed on the price you pay. Simple. But if you buy a car that's less than 10 years old from a private party, a transaction that can often lead to paying less than a car may be worth, you're taxed on the car's clean retail value. That's the highest possible price calculated by the National Auto Dealers Association. The NBC 10 I-Team has been reporting on the impact of using those numbers to determine excise tax for months. Turns out sales tax on private party sales is based on the same fuzzy math.
So let's run the numbers. $4,000, that's the purchase price for our 2009 Toyota Camry. Add to that another $800 in sales tax and about $400 in excise tax for the first full year you own it. That's $1,200, about 30% of the car's purchase price for the first year alone.
The state of Rhode Island is just completely out of control with its taxes.
Monique Chartier with the advocacy group Rhode Island Taxpayers says the hits just keep coming, and average taxpayers can only take so much.
There's an assumption there by the state, by our officials, that people can pay this inflated value. People can't.
Adam Cesario says he's had enough. Once he finishes his degree, he and his wife plan to move out of state.
Me as a 29-year-old lifetime Rhode Island resident, I'm looking to go over state lines and build my life elsewhere. It's at the point where it's nearly impossible to get off the ground as a young family these days.
So what can you do if you buy a used car from a private party and you're told it's worth thousands more than what you actually paid? Turns out there is a way to appeal, but it's not easy. We'll have that part of the story tonight at 11. I'm I-Team reporter Katie Davis, NBC 10 News.
If you have a tip for the I-Team, call it in 401-455-9123 or send an email, I-Team@WJAR.com.